You was better than me, but now as you stand, girl, you about to see. Ooh, 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 ooh. Up, up, up. Talk to you till I was blue in the face. You didn't learn a daggone thing. You didn't hear one thing I had to say. Doop, doop, doop. Ah, la, la, la. Read between the lines, it's all crystal and clear. Just read between the lines, stop all your games. My dear, oh dear. Whoop, whoop, floop, floop, floop. Chicka, 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 chang, 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 chang. Chang, 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 chang. Read between the lines, telling your girl time after time. Always got something to say, always make it about you. Just like your son had affection for a stuffed bear. Like really, what? What? Wow, dude. Oh, 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 oh. Knock, knock. Don't think anyone is home. Like a head full of air, like an empty dome. Oh, 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 oh. Shika, shika, shika. What? Want? Just a girl that never stops. Ooh, 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 ooh. Boom, bang, boom, pop. Read between the lines, it's all crystal and clear. Just read between the lines, stop all your games. My dear, oh dear. Chicka, 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 chang, 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 chang. Chang, 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 chang. Read between the lines, telling your girl time after time.
Like, it was way loud.
Alright, you guys, we are back. It is time to do some more flying. Right now we are in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and it is raining. I don't know if it's raining here in Fort Wayne, but it's just a rainy day in general. I'll tell you that much. Brandon, how's it going, buddy?
Yep. Good. I'm experiencing the same weather conditions. It's a rainy day here too. Little cool today.
Okay, hopefully,
But
let me test something real quick. I just want to make sure that the sim can be heard. It should be. Let me see.
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Well, okay, yeah, we're good. Okay.
I know things act silly sometimes.
Well, I'd rather. Let me open up the chat. Sorry, Lois, chat's not open. Let me open it. Okay, chat is on. And we got everything set up here. So again, Brandon, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great. Just staying out of the rain and the cold, gloomy weather today.
Yeah, it's been a while since you guys have heard Brandon. He was on vacation. No, just kidding.
No, I mainly monitor when he's on these. I'm not on vacation.
Yeah, he's
It'd
usually.
be nice to go on a vacation.
That it would. There's so many places though that I'd love to go.
Oh, I know.
You know, the one thing that I've not done yet, and I really want to. And this is interesting if you think about this. So you know how, like, in general, flying is one of the things where, you know, you're in an airplane, you're 40,000 feet in the air, 30,000 feet. And,
Yeah.
you know, there's always going to be that little bit of, not really fear, but that reality of, man, if something went wrong, there's no
Yeah.
second option, right?
Yep.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Would you rather be in a plane at 39,000 feet in the air, or would you rather be on a ship dead center of the ocean where the water is miles deep? which one would scare you more? What would you fear more? Falling from the sky or drowning?
Me personally, I'd fear drowning more than falling from the sky.
I guess, going underwater,
Case in point,
there is no. Well, going underwater, there is no delay. Like, you're underwater, you're done. Even though you're.
yeah. Case in point, the submarine that imploded last year or 2 years ago.
But again, do you know what the safety? Do you know what the safety is though? The percentage of safety between boats and airplanes compared to vehicles. Do you know that?
Oh, I'm sure they're a lot safer.
Do you know that vehicles is you have a higher risk in vehicles over top of airplanes or boats? Did you know that?
I'm not surprised.
But I just a curious question. I'm not hearing Lois. Let me see. Say something on the chat, or well, you can't, can you? Because you got to be on your phone, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
All right, so we'll wait on that part. Let me.
3:38 p.m. Locked. Show notifications. Emergency button. 0.
See
Well,
it.
I got a way I could probably
Always.
do it. Hang on.
8.
It always does this. Okay, go ahead.
4. Conversations.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to connect my Google Nest
Got a new cargo mission for you. Your task is to transport a critical shipment of pharmaceuticals.
like this.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'll work on getting the.
Computer, stop. Okay, I'm going to.
Allegiant Airlines requesting cargo to Orlando.
Give me a minute. Let me see what we've got. I'll get back to you in a minute or two.
All right, let's see if that works.
Brandon Armstrong.
There you
Hi
go.
all.
Yep. How'd you do that?
I connected my Google Nest display and then hit play on the YouTube app.
What do you mean? Like, oh,
So-
you went to YouTube on your phone.
All right, we got a new cargo mission for you.
Yeah, I have the YouTube
Transport a
app on
shipment
my
of assorted
phone.
packages to Orlando, Florida. The
Okay.
cargo consists of various goods and supplies needed
So
for
if
local
you're
businesses
going
and
to
residents.
YouTube and you
Ensure
have a
timely
Google
delivery to
Nest
support the community. We're sending your crew over now. You can expect
display,
to be airborne in a few minutes.
You can cast your YouTube app over to it and hit play on any video or double tap on any video on
Yeah,
your phone.
I
It'll go
need
right
to get
that.
me another one. My sister got my old one. I gave it to her whenever. Which
I'm going to warn you, if you get the second generation, you better be prepared to scan a QR code when you set it up
Lois
or get
Hughes.
someone to help you.
Hello John and Brandon.
Lois says hello, John and Brandon.
Hello, Lois.
Brandon will be on with you in a second to join the chat.
Good afternoon, Captain. We are just about done loading cargo. It'll let you know when we are secure and ready.
Okay, so we're going to do cargo to Orlando. And hopefully it doesn't act up the way it did. I don't know what went on this morning. I don't even know. I was at that point. I was just like, man, I'm done. I'm done
I
trying.
could tell you were at the breaking point. I was like, yep, he's done. He is definitely done. It's like,
Well, I went
it
to
was
take
crazy,
off,
like, you
and it just kept doing that, where it would go like we got
Captain,
off
we're
the
already
air,
back here,
we
ready
got
to
up,
go.
we got
Lois
off the
Hughes.
ground.
It's fine, I'm listen and doing
And-
some cross blinging.
Okay, Lois, we got off the ground, and you could hear it say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when as it's counting up, that's the pitch, right? That's you climbing. That's the pitch
Yeah.
of the nose. And then all of a sudden, when we got to like 14, it started going 10, 8, 5, 4, 2, 1. -1, -2, -3. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
And it definitely wasn't a tug because you didn't use that this time. So
No, it was not. And the thing was, then I got it to get in the air, but then none of my controls were working. I reloaded TFM and everything started working.
oh man.
I'm not knocking here, by the way, if anybody's listening. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just telling you what it was. So, anyways, Brandon, I'm going to let you monitor,
Okay.
and we're going to get this flight on the go. Should be an
Alrighty
interesting day of flights because it's rainy weather all over the place. So,
Yeah.
I really want to get into a condition where I can get say intentions to vector me around a storm. I really want to do that.
No, I know.
But all right, we'll talk to you in a bit, buddy.
All right.
All right, my friends and foes, my sisters and Joes, my girls and don't say that, Johnny. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Can you go ahead and get our IFR to Orlando, please?
I'll get our IFR clearance to Orlando.
And I think I figured out about the speeds.
Starting pre-flight
I'll tell
flow.
you guys about that here in a minute.
Fort Wayne clearance, Allegiant 1281. We'd like to receive our IFR clearance.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Good afternoon, Captain.
Brandon Armstrong. Hello everyone on the chat.
All right, being we're going to Orlando, we're going to try to land at 125 knots. By the way, we landed in
Allegiant
Fort
1281,
Wayne
Fort
last
Wayne clearance
night
cleared to Sanford.
at
Radar vectors
120.
full mouse. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 41010 minutes after departure. Departure on 132.15, squawk 2442. Expect runway 14.
All right, 4,000. Flaps 10. 9 left. We're actually going to land with flaps 30 this time. I have come to learn that most of the time I'm already down to 140 knots, 135 knots, even at flaps 30. So, all right, there we go.
Brandon Armstrong. How are you today, Lois?
Allegiant Airline requesting pushback with startup.
Allegiant 1281, pushback and startup approved, tail northeast.
Don't worry, we're not using say intentions pushback, by the way. Lois, Brandon's talking to you. Brandon Armstrong. Brandon, do you got a cousin named Leon Legstrong? Or Danny Shoulderstrong? Or Frankie Toestrong? You're a good guy, Brandon. I just gotta give you a hard time sometimes. If I didn't do it, who would?
Brandon Armstrong. No, I don't. Lois Hughes. Doing good, Brandon, thank you for asking. How about you, Duddy?
Yeah, how are you doing, Duddy? She called you a Duddy. You're a dud. You gotta love typos, don't you? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So what I found out, by the way, how's my audio, guys? Is it good? Is it? Is it good? You know what I might go and do?
Lois Hughes. Buddy.
Oh, come on.
Brandon Armstrong. Wow. LOL. I'm
Okay.
doing good and your audio is fine.
What about this audio? I'm gonna go to my virtual headset. Not virtual, but
Lois
is
Hughes.
my audio good this way
I
too?
mess up all the time, you both should be used to it, LOL.
Oh, we're used to it, Lois. We don't worry, sis. It's all good. It's all good. Good. Alright. I'm gonna see something real quick.
Would you mind checking the SIDS and stars?
Brandon Armstrong. That's fine
Heading
too.
out for my checks.
Oh. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Okay. Let's figure out 14. Right stop 3. You guys tell me, are you hearing my screen reader faintly in the background? I'm just curious. 'Cause I think that you might be. Do-do-do-do. Okay, I think we're gonna be doing 9 left, Thor 3, Kai leg, Thor 3, Kai leg, 9 left. I'm just curious if you can hear the screen reader at all, Brandon. Let me know. That's a weird waypoint name. Kyleg. K-Y-L-E-G. Execute. There we go. There we go. Hey, we got a waypoint called Yaki. Flamo, Daco, Yaki, found. Vexby, Dre, Curly, Kyleg, Jag, Weeg, Thor, Oweden, Fano, Rago, Locky, Monk, Vector, Ugma, Omif, and runway 9 left. I just read you guys the entire waypoint list. That's in 2000. A. Brandon, are you able to hear my screen reader? I didn't hear you say anything. Alright. That's done. I just had to check myself, daggone it. Let's see what it does.
Brandon Armstrong. No, I cannot hear your screen reader.
My audio's low, bro. I don't like it. Let's go back to this audio and see what the difference is. That's way low audio. I'm glad I checked it, because that's way too soft. Let's see if this sounds better. Give me my audio back, please. Oh yeah, there we go. That is better. Let me see something. Audio 1 2 1 2 3. Okay, so audio should be good there, right guys? We're good on audio. I made a little bit of an adjustment. Turn things on the mixer a little bit. Alright.
Brandon Armstrong. Audio's good. Lois Hughes. Brandon, I got question.
Uh-oh, Brandon, she's gonna propose to you. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Here comes the bride. Here comes the bride.
Brandon Armstrong. What's the questions?
Question, not questions. Get it right, young man.
Lois Hughes. No, silly John.
You said Brandon. Alright, so we're on ground.
Attention all aircraft, information Charlie is now current. Altimeter 3026.
Lois Hughes. What is your favorite two colors? Brandon Armstrong. What's the question? You did say, Brandon, I have a question.
She just asked you. You gotta give it time for delay, Brandon. She's asking you what your favorite color is.
Lois Hughes. Your favorite 2 colors LOL.
Alright. Giving comms to you.
Brandon Armstrong. I don't have any favorite
I've got the
colors
comms
since
now,
I don't
John.
have any
Let me know
vision
if you
to
need
see
anything
colors.
else.
Oh, yeah, that does make sense. Lois. Oh, gosh. That's like asking.
Aircraft looks good.
That's like the time she asked Andy if he wanted the light on in the bathroom. He's like, what do I need a light for?
Lois Hughes. Okay, but I thought I asked some people still have colors anyways, you know.
I mean, she is right. I do know blind people that still have colors they prefer.
Brandon Armstrong. Next she will ask me what's my favorite car LOL.
But she's right though, Brandon. There are blind people that still have preference for color. So, does that mean that you'll wear pink, Brandon? Right? So I think I figured out the speed thing. If I go in there,
Brandon Armstrong. No, I won't wear pink.
why not? Colors don't matter, remember?
Lois Hughes. Some men do, some men don't, but okay, I did forget you don't vision, sorry about that.
Alright, 122. Let's get our trim.
Brandon Armstrong. No worries, you're fine. Lois Hughes. Okay, forget that question LOL.
Alright, trim is set.
Flow completed. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen. Tested. Navigation, transfer, and display switches. Normal and auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments. Set. Parking brake. On. Fuel control switches. Cut off. Pre-flight checklist completed.
Alright, now we'll wait for before start
Initiating
flow.
before start flow.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Read between the lines. That's funny how all the music that I've wrote, I get them songs stuck in my head. So I'll tell you a funny story. Now this was a long time ago. Me and Andy was, I think we was in our 20s. Yeah, maybe 30s. Gosh, where did time go? Anyways, we was at Lois's house. And anyway, we was having a party and all that, and Andy had to use the bathroom. So Lois shows him where the bathroom is, and she shuts the door and forgot to turn the light on. And she goes and knocks back on the door. She's like, "Oh, Andy, I forgot to turn the light on for you." He's like,
start checklist. Plate door. Closed and locked.
"Lois, I don't need a light."
1, 5, 5, 6, 7 pounds. Checked.
It was so funny.
On. MCP. Speed. 122. Heading. 140. Altitude. 41000. Set. Takeoff speeds. B1 131. BR 133. B2 138. Checked. CDU pre-flight. Completed. Rudder and aileron trim. Free and 0. Anti-collision lights. On. Before start checklist completed.
Lois Hughes. OMG, that was years ago, LOL.
Yeah, it was. Long time ago. Okay, we are ready to
ground flight deck.
Go ahead.
Lois Hughes.
Beacons on.
I remember that he's like, I'm Joe, I can't see, I'm blind, LOL.
Yay! Alright.
Clear to push.
I'll never forget that.
Release the parking brakes, please.
Alright.
Brakes released.
Start engines.
Brandon Armstrong.
Starting engines.
Honestly though, I would rather someone do Theton treat me like a normal person rather than making me being blind a huge ordeal.
Starting engine 2.
Anti-ice on.
Set.
Lois, how's the view?
Push complete. Go ahead and set the brakes.
Okay, brakes set. Clear to disconnect, and thanks for the good push. We'll see ya.
Lois Hughes. So true,
Engine 2
Brandon.
started.
No problem. We're disconnecting the tow bar now. Stand by, guys.
Engine 2 cut out.
Okay, tow bar is disconnected. We're disconnecting the interphone right now. Pin's gonna be on the right-hand side, guys. Take care. We'll see you.
Starting engine 1. Engine 1 started.
Alright.
Engine 1 cut out.
We're gonna fly like an eagle, yeah, yeah.
All engines stable.
I almost forgot to load a pilot's life.
Before taxi flow. Clear on the right. Clear on the left. Flow completed. Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Probe. Auto. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall. Checked. Auto brakes. Rejected takeoff. Flight control test.
Alright. Yoke to the left.
Full left.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Yoke to the right.
Full right.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Straight back.
Full back.
Back to center. Forward.
Full forward.
Back
Check.
to center.
Brake test. Checked. Before taxi checklist completed.
Go ahead and get our taxi clearance.
I'll get our taxi clearance to runway 14.
Fort Wayne ground. Allegiant 1281, ready to taxi. We have Charlie.
Allegiant 1281, taxi to runway 14 via Charlie, Yankee, Yankee 1. Contact tower on 119.1 when ready for departure.
Runway 14 via Charlie, Yankee, Yankee 1. Contacting tower on 119.1 when ready for departure. Allegiant 1281.
Approaching runway 14. Before takeoff flow.
Allegiant 1281, contact tower on 119.1. Take care.
Contacting tower on 119.1, Allegiant 1281.
Flow completed. Before takeoff checklist.
Alright.
Flaps. Sit. Stabilization trim.
Lord, let us have a good takeoff today.
Transponder. Sit. Cabin crew. Cabin crew prepare for takeoff. Notified. Before takeoff checklist completed.
We're getting ready to take off. You buckled up back there? Ready for takeoff.
Absolutely, I'm buckled up and ready for takeoff. Let's make this flight a memorable one.
ready to go, John.
Contact tower, let them know we're ready to take off.
Contacting tower now, John, letting them know we're ready for takeoff.
Allegiant 1281. We're holding short of runway 14, ready to depart.
Allegiant 1281, Fort Wayne Tower, runway 14, wind 095 at 13. Fly runway heading cleared for takeoff.
Runway 14, fly runway heading cleared for takeoff. Allegiant 1281.
I don't like the length of this runway. It's only 8,000. But we're going to give it a go.
Cross that. Checked. Speed alive. Checked.
80 knots.
80 knots. Checked.
V1. Rotate.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Debris.
Gear up. Lateral
Lowest
navigation.
fuse. We off.
Flaps up. Vertical navigation. VNAV on. Autopilot. Command A on.
How was that for a takeoff, Lois? Do you have a good view?
Acceleration altitude.
Allegiant 1281, contact
Brandon
departure
Armstrong.
on 132.15.
Yes. Nicely
Switching
done.
to departure on
Great takeoff.
132.15. Allegiant 1281.
Nice.
Lois Hughes. Yes. Lois Hughes. Awesome job.
Didn't have no stick shaker go off or nothing. That was beautiful.
Lois Hughes. Not long strip. But you still did it.
How close was I to the end of the runway, Lois, when I took off? Yeah, it wasn't a long runway at all. And you know, that could be part of our other problem on some of them takeoffs when we have problems. Is maybe we're running out of
After takeoff
runway.
checklist. Engine start switches.
That could definitely be a
On.
problem.
Packs. On. Auto brakes. Off. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up.
Brandon
After
Armstrong.
takeoff checklist completed.
Come on, co-pilot, do your job. You're supposed to contact departure.
Contact ATC departure, let them know we're clear.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Lois Hughes. You still had little runway left. You did good.
Legion Airlines clear of runway 14, climbing to flight level 410.
Allegiant 1281, Fort Wayne departure, radar contact. 2 miles east of Skips Place Airport at 10700 feet, heading 173, Aussie altimeter 30.24. Allegiant 1281, Fort Wayne departure, radar contact. 3 miles southeast of Skips Place Airport at 10900 feet, heading 173, Aussie altimeter 30.24. Cleared direct Ball Mill. Allegiant 1281, Fort Wayne departure. Good afternoon. Aussie altimeter 30.24.
Allegiant 1281 is off runway 14, climbing to 4,000 feet. Allegiant 1281 is off runway 14, climbing to 4,000 feet.
What in the world?
Cleared direct FLM, Allegiant 1281.
So what do you got for us today?
At our 2 o'clock, just a few miles out, you'll see the Wabash River snaking its way through the landscape. This river is quite the character, stretching over 500 miles and serving as a natural boundary between
Brandon
Indiana
Armstrong.
and Illinois. It's
While it
famous
got
for its
behind
role
on
in
the
the early
prompts for some
transportation
reason.
routes and was a
Yeah, it's
major
fine.
trade
We're
route
good,
for
dude.
Native Americans
Hold on
and
1
settlers
minute, you
alike.
guys. Give me 1 second.
Fun fact, the Wabash River is mentioned in the state song of Indiana. On the banks of the Wabash far away, it's a favorite spot for fishing and boating enthusiasts. So if you squint, you might see some tiny boats enjoying the water.
Transition altitude. Checked.
Alright.
Allegiant 1281, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight
I
level
don't know why my phone does that send
Allegiant
failure stuff, and
1281.
then I gotta hit the button and send it as regular text. Doesn't make sense. I'm connected to Wi-Fi, so even if it's sending as an iMessage, it should still do it. What I do with that last night? Hold on 1 second, guys.
Allegiant 1281, contact Indianapolis Center on 120.575.
Switching to Indianapolis Center on 120.575, Allegiant 1281. Indianapolis Center, Allegiant 1281, afternoon, climbing through flight level 250 for flight level 360.
Allegiant 1281, Indianapolis Center, good afternoon. 1281, Indianapolis Center. Climb and maintain flight level 410.
Climb and maintain flight level 410, Allegiant 1281.
All right.
At our 12 o'clock, about 21 miles out, you'll spot the Natural Springs Resort. It's a lovely little gem nestled in the countryside, known for its beautiful natural springs and serene environment. People flock here for camping and enjoying the great outdoors. The springs have been a popular spot for relaxation and recreation for decades, offering a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of city life. If you squint, you might even see some campers enjoying a swim or a barbecue by the water. It's a perfect example of nature's beauty, and a favorite for those who love a bit of adventure and tranquility.
Is it cloudy out, Lois? I don't think this... Oh. This ain't a full screen view. Hold on.
Lois Hughes. Yes, little.
There, that should have made it better. Oh, it says it's cloudy and foggy. See, Lois, this here, that right there, the tablet that we all wish we had access to, because you can do everything through that tablet that you're looking at right there. You got your ground options you can do, your
Lois Hughes. Little both.
I almost see some. Alright, there we go. I got the regular view back there for you. VHF is on normal. Oxford, Ohio.
Right at our 12 o'clock, about 12 miles out, you'll see the
Mine is
Riverside Natural Area.
74.
It's a beautiful spot known for its lush landscapes and diverse wildlife. This area is a favorite for hikers and nature lovers who enjoy exploring its trails and observing the local flora and fauna. It's also a significant refuge for many species, providing a peaceful sanctuary away from urban life. If you look closely, you might even spot some of the wildlife that calls this place home. It's a great reminder of the natural beauty that surrounds us, even when we're soaring high above.
All right. We only got an hour and 12 minutes. We are currently over Butler, Ohio. Fort Wayne is right next to the Ohio line. I forgot all about that because I'm like, why are we in Ohio? But that makes sense. 179, yeah, we're going pretty much south.
Lois Hughes. Not bad.
Tell me about Pleasant Run Farm, Ohio.
Lois Hughes.
Pleasant Run Farm is a suburban
Long, I mean.
community in Ohio, known for its family-friendly atmosphere and residential charm. It's not a major tourist destination, but it's a nice place for those who enjoy a quieter lifestyle away from the hustle and bustle of city life.
Lois, do you remember?
The area is characterized by its well-maintained
I don't know if you was with us or not. I don't think you was.
Community events that bring
Lois
neighbors
Hughes.
together. It's a great
BRB
example
gotta
of
hold
suburban
Sissy's
living
clothes
with
real
a touch
fast.
of
What is it?
Ohio's local culture.
We took, remember, well, no, you went with us. We took Tasha up to Fort Wayne, Indiana to pick up that guy that one time.
Lois Hughes. OMG, yes, that was crazy. He was crazy, lol.
Yeah, that dude was a nut. But yeah, we'll be here, Lois. We ain't going nowhere.
Lois Hughes. Oh, I'm here. I bring tablet in here with me, so I'm S5ILL here.
Okay.
Brandon Armstrong. Nice. I am not a fan of the Google tablets myself.
Well, yeah, because of accessibility. Other than that, they're good. Looking good, guys. Hold on, guys. Hello?
About 28 miles out, you'll see the Natural Bridge State Resort Park. This park is home to the famous Natural Bridge, a stunning sandstone arch that stands 65 feet high and spans 78 feet. It was formed over millions of years by the forces of weathering and erosion. The park itself was established in 1926 and has been a popular spot for hiking,
Hold on 1 second, guys.
picnicking,
Hold on,
and
Brandon.
enjoying the great outdoors. It's a favorite among nature enthusiasts and photographers who come to capture its beauty. Legend has it that the arch was a sacred site for Native American tribes, and it's easy to see why with its majestic appearance. If you're into geology or just love a good natural wonder, this is definitely a sight to behold from above.
Allegiant 1281, contact Indianapolis Center on 123.775.
Contacting Indianapolis Center on 123.775. Allegiant 1281. Indianapolis Center, Allegiant 1281. Afternoon, maintaining flight level 410. Allegiant 1281, Indianapolis Center. Good afternoon.
All right. "59 minutes till descent, you guys." Still with us, Brandon?
Brandon Armstrong. Yes, I am here. I've been here the whole time, lol.
Alright. I grab my drink. Hold on.
At our 1 o'clock, about 22 miles out, you'll see the London Corbin Airport McGee Field. This airport is a small regional hub serving the London and Corbin areas of Kentucky. It's named after McGee Field, honoring the local aviation enthusiasts who contributed to its development. Although it's not a bustling international airport, it plays a crucial role in connecting the local community and supporting general aviation. Fun fact, this airport is often used for flight training and small aircraft operations, making it a vital part of the local aviation scene. It's a charming little spot for those who love the idea of flying without the chaos of larger airports.
I like the chaos at larger airports. ladies and germs, gentlemen and germs, ticks and worms. Man, hold on.
Lois Hughes. I'm still here, friends. Just got you all in bathroom with me. Straighten my hair for work later. Neutral face, neutral face, neutral face, neutral face.
About 27 miles out, you'll see House Mountain. It's the highest point in Knox County, Tennessee, and a popular spot for hikers and nature enthusiasts. The mountain offers stunning panoramic views of the surrounding landscape, making it a favorite for photographers and anyone who loves a good scenic overlook. House Mountain was designated as a state natural area in 1987, ensuring its preservation for future generations to enjoy. Legend has it that the mountain got its name because its silhouette resembles the roof of a house. So if you squint just right, you might see a giant stone house nestled in the hills. It's a beautiful piece of nature's architecture that stands out even from up here in the sky.
Alright, guys. Let's take a look here. We got 46 minutes, Brandon. Are you staying in contact with ATC?
Yes, I am staying in contact with ATC. I'll switch to Atlanta Center on 127.55 as instructed.
Allegiant 1281 Indianapolis Center, contact Atlanta Center on 127.55. Allegiant 1281, changing over to Atlanta Center on 127.55. Atlanta Center, Allegiant 1281, afternoon, maintaining flight level 410.
095, 10890, 095, 108.
Atlanta Center, Allegiant 1281, afternoon, maintaining flight level 410.
Allegiant 1281, Atlanta Center, good afternoon.
095. Okay. We'll get Alt D. Left sub 6 for forecast. Right sub 6 to load it. Alt E to execute. Alt G to go back to the leg page.
Speed brake armed. Speed brake armed. Speed brake armed.
Alright, now right bracket, Control V. KSFB for destination airport. 09 left for destination airport and runway. Hit OK. Go back here and look at it. Category 1. Frequency 8.90. Descent flow. Tell me what to do, bro. You're supposed to be helping me out here. You're not a very good co-pilot. What's wrong with you, buddy? No, I'm just kidding.
Brandon Armstrong. I'm not flying this plane, LOL.
Flow completed. Descent checklist. Pressurization. Set. Recall. Checked. Auto brakes. Set. Landing data. 125. Minimums 200.
Approach briefing. We're expecting the ILS approach for runway 09er left. The minimum altitude is 200 feet. We'll use auto brakes for it. We can expect to park at gate 106.
At our
In
3
case of
o'clock,
go
just
around,
5 miles
we'll
out,
climb
we'll
per
spot McGee
ATC
Tyson
instructions
Airport.
on the runway
This airport is named
Any
after Charles
questions?
McGee Tyson, a
Okay.
World War I pilot who was
Completed.
lost at sea. It's a significant hub for the region, serving both commercial and military flights. The airport has a rich history, having been established in 1930, and it played a crucial role during World War II as a training base. Today, it continues to be a vital part of the local economy and aviation community. From up here, you can appreciate its layout and the bustling activity that keeps it running smoothly. It's always fascinating to see how these hubs of transportation connect people and places from all over the world.
Lois Hughes. What about 30 minutes till landing, John?
We got yep, about 35 minutes. Let the dogs out. Woof, woof, woof. Oh, my bad. 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 The Bad Bad Girl. I need to listen to that song. Now it's in my head. Being a bad, bad girl. Sorry guys, I'm typing something up real quick here.
1 o'clock, about 10 miles out, you'll see the stunning Lake Nautilus. This reservoir is nestled in the Chattahoochee National Forest and was created in 1942 by the damming of the Nautilus River. It's a popular spot for fishing, boating, and all sorts of water activities. The lake stretches over 4,000 acres and is surrounded by beautiful mountain views, making it a favorite for nature lovers and photographers alike. If you look closely, you might even spot some of the local wildlife enjoying the serene waters. It's a perfect example of nature's beauty and a great place to relax and unwind.
Let's see. 28 minutes.
Switching to Atlanta Center on 120.425, Allegiant 1281. Atlanta Center, Allegiant 1281, evening, maintaining flight level 410.
Allegiant 1281, Atlanta Center, good evening. Atlanta Center. Expect the Thor 3 arrival. Prepare to descend in roughly 20 minutes. Feel free to ask if you'd like it sooner.
Expecting the Thor 3 arrival.
At our 1 o'clock, about 23 miles
minutes.
out, you'll see Baldwin County Airport. This airport is a small regional hub located in Milledgeville, Georgia. It's not just an airport, it's a piece of history. Milledgeville was once the capital of Georgia, and the area is steeped in stories from the past. The airport itself serves as a vital link for the local community, connecting them to larger cities and providing a base for general aviation. It's a charming little spot that plays a big role in keeping the skies busy and the local economy thriving. From up here, you can appreciate its layout and the important role it plays in connecting people and places.
Unless you cover the difference, I give you the change when you bring it. Hold on, listen, guys. Oh, gosh. It's okay, I'll send it to you. Alright, let me see something here, guys.
Brandon Armstrong. Still here.
Alrighty, buddy.
At our 2 o'clock, about 23 miles out, you'll see the W.H. Bud Barron Airport. This airport is a small but vital part of the local community in Dublin, Georgia. Named after a local aviation enthusiast, it's been serving the area for many years. While it might not be bustling with international flights, it's a hub for general aviation and a key player in connecting the region. Fun fact, the airport often hosts local aviation events, bringing together pilots and aviation fans from all around. It's a charming spot that plays a big role in keeping the skies above Georgia lively and connected.
All right, let's take a look here. Okay, looking good.
the Vidalia Municipal Airport. Now you might be thinking, an airport? What's so special about that? Well, this isn't just any airport. It's located in the heart of Vidalia, Georgia, the sweet onion capital of the world. Vidalia onions are so famous that they have their own festival every year, attracting visitors from all over to celebrate this tear-free delight. The airport itself is a small but vital hub for the region, supporting local aviation and serving as a gateway for those coming to explore this charming town and its delicious produce. So, next time you slice into a Vidalia onion, remember you're flying over its homeland right now.
Contact Jacksonville Center on 135.975.
Contacting Jacksonville Center on 135.975, Allegiant 1281. Jacksonville Center, Allegiant 1281, evening, maintaining flight level 410.
Allegiant 1281, Jacksonville Center, good evening.
Alright. 6 minutes, that's enough time to listen to my latest song. Now, I've not edited anything yet, so this is called Spread Your Wings and Fly. I don't know if I'm gonna like this version, so Actually, I like it.
Brandon Armstrong. It's really good.
Yeah, I like this. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I do. I like it.
At our 3 o'clock, about 27 miles out, you'll see the Okefenokee Swamp. This vast, mysterious swamp is one of the largest intact freshwater ecosystems in the world, covering over 400,000 acres. It's a haven for wildlife enthusiasts with alligators, black bears, and a plethora of bird species
come on, Big
calling it
Mouth,
home.
shut up.
The name, Okefenokee, comes from the Native American Creek language,
That's
meaning
wonderful.
land of trembling
Lois
earth,
Hughes.
which perfectly describes
Like
the
what?
floating peat islands that seem to tremble underfoot. The swamp has a rich history.
Hold on, Lois,
once
I'll
being a
show you
refuge
again.
For Native
Hold
Americans,
on.
and later a source of timber. It's a mesmerizing sight from above, with its intricate waterways and lush vegetation creating a patchwork of
Lois
greens and
Hughes.
blues. So
I
if you
hear
ever
but
wanted to
didn't
feel
hear
like you're
LOL,
flying
that
over a
makes
scene
sense.
straight out of a
LOL,
nature
LOL.
documentary,
No, I'm gonna play it again because of Big Mouth here. Hold on. This is the other version. Nope, here we go. I like this one. It's called Spread Your Wings and Fly. That's the name of it.
Approaching top of descent.
Lois Hughes. Yeah, she does non-stop sometimes. LOL.
Your son has lost it. He's got the air on. He has lost his noodles. Jesus.
Allegiant 1281, Jacksonville Center, descend via Thor 3 into Sanford.
Descend via Thor 3 into Sanford. Allegiant 1281.
Yeah, I like this.
Hughes.
This is good.
Yeah, we have it in at home to LOL. Sleep better when cold than been so hot it wakes you up. LOL.
It ain't hot. You're crazy. What's the temperature outside?
It's currently 61 degrees.
ain't so bad when it's not raining. Alright, we're starting our descent.
Brandon Armstrong. It's 68 here and partly cloudy. We are expecting thunderstorms tonight.
Nice. Yeah, I like that song. That's good.
At our 1 o'clock, about 28 miles out, you'll see the Jacksonville International Airport. This airport is a major hub for travelers heading to the sunny beaches of Florida or the bustling city of Jacksonville. Opened in 1968, it replaced the old Imson Field and has since grown to accommodate millions of passengers each year. From up here, you can appreciate its layout, with runways stretching out like giant welcome mats for aircraft from all over the world. It's fascinating to think about all the stories and adventures
Lois
that begin
Hughes.
and end at this very spot.
Yes.
Plus, if you're a fan of aviation,
Lois
it's always
Hughes.
exciting to see the
Good
choreography
song.
of planes taking off and landing, like a well-rehearsed
it's-
dance in the sky.
Let's see. 28,000 feet. Hey, at least YouTube can't strike me on this stuff. It's my music.
About 15 miles out, you'll see the beautiful Timucuan Ecological and Historic Preserve. This area is a treasure trove of natural beauty and history, covering over 46,000 acres of coastal wetlands, salt marshes, and hardwood forests. It's named after the Timucua people, who were the original inhabitants of this region. The preserve is home to Fort Caroline, a 16th century French fort, and Kingsley Plantation, which dates back to the early 1800s. From up here, you can appreciate the lush landscapes and winding waterways that make this area so unique. It's a perfect spot for those who love history and nature, and it's a great reminder of the diverse ecosystems that thrive in Florida.
$23,000 feet. This is other people's done, and I just don't like it. These suck. Okay. Alright, anyway. 275 knots.
Transition altitude. Checked.
Crap, hold on. Hello. Okay, yeah, I'll probably be Thursday. It'll probably be Thursday. Okay. Alright, bye. Honey, don't cry, wolf. If you're allergic to dogs. Oh. Oh, gosh. We're at 278 knots coming around the corner. Gotta run over Brandon if we don't get out of the way.
Allegiant 1281, contact Orlando approach on 119.775.
Lois Hughes.
Contacting Orlando
Be
approach
right
on
back. Gotta run
119.775.
Carrie's close to her.
Allegiant
Lois
1281.
Hughes. BRB.
Okay, Lois.
Orlando approach. Allegiant 1281, evening. We're descending through 15,000.
Allegiant 1281, Orlando approach. Good evening, Sanford, altimeter 30.21. Expect the ILS runway 9er left approach into Sanford.
Sounds like he might have a code.
The ILS
Or maybe
runway
he's a
9er
little
left approach
angry.
into Sanford. Allegiant 1281.
Brandon, don't cry, wolf. If you're scared of her, don't cry, wolf.
Lois Hughes. Never mind, I just logged into myself.
Right below us, at our 12 o'clock, is the Fort Matanzas National Monument. This little gem was built by the
Brandon
Spanish
Armstrong.
in 1742
That
to
song
guard
is
the
not for
southern
me,
approach to
LOL.
St. Augustine, Florida. It's a coquina stone fort, which means it's made from compressed seashells, and it has stood the test of time remarkably well. The fort has witnessed quite a bit of history, including battles and pirate raids. It's a favorite spot for history buffs and those who enjoy a good tale of
Lois
swashbuckling
Hughes.
adventures.
I'll be
From
driven
up
and
here,
listen to you,
you can
okay, so if
appreciate
I
its
don't answer
strategic
because
location
I'm
along
driving.
the Matanzas River,
Lois
which was
Hughes.
crucial for defending
But
the
I'll be
Spanish
here.
territories.
Okay, Lois.
It's like a real-life time capsule from the colonial era.
Actually, those songs can be for anybody, Brandon, actually. Honey, don't cry, wolf.
Speed brake armed.
You can tell when that speed brake comes on. Well, I don't know if you can or not, but I can because you can hear it. Do 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 da 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Honey, don't cry, wolf.
Allegiant 1281, contact Daytona approach on 125.8.
125.8.
Daytona approach on 125.8. Allegiant 1281.
She said, honey, I was thinking about thinking. Thinking about thinking about thinking too much. I'm thinking about thinking. What's all the fuss?
Daytona approach. Allegiant 1281, evening, descending past 1000.
And I was thinking about thinking too much. Thinking about thinking too much.
Allegiant 1281, Daytona approach. Good evening, Sanford, altimeter 30.21.
Alright, let's take a look here.
Passing 10,000 feet. Speed brake armed. Flaps 2. Speed brake armed.
Like I've always said, folks, never be scared about going slower. Will not hurt you. And if you look at my speed right now, we're at 8,000 feet and I'm bringing it down to 210 knots. By the time I get to 4,000, we'll be at 190 knots. By the time I get under 3,000, I'm going to be at 170 knots. You understand where I'm going with this? And the airport's 42 miles out. So plenty of time. Slow down way ahead of time. Volusia, Florida. Ormond Beach, Florida. Tell me about Ormond Beach, Florida. Honey, don't cry, wolf.
Ormond Beach, Florida is a charming coastal city known for its beautiful sandy shores and historic sites. It's often referred to as the birthplace of speed because early automobile pioneers used its hard-packed beach for speed trials in the early 1900s. The city is also home to the Ormond Memorial Art Museum and Gardens.
Did you
a
know that
peaceful
Brandon
spot that combines
Armstrong
art and
owns that
nature.
place?
For aviation enthusiasts, the nearby Ormond Beach Municipal Airport serves as a hub for general aviation. It's a great place to enjoy both the natural beauty of the Atlantic Ocean and the rich history of early automotive racing. I'm not sure about Brandon Armstrong owning it, but Ormond Beach is quite the place. It's known for its beautiful coastline and was a favorite vacation spot for John D. Rockefeller. It's also famous for its early automobile races on the hard-packed sand, a great spot for history and beach lovers alike.
Brandon
Listen,
Armstrong.
I'm telling you,
I wish I did.
Brandon Armstrong is the owner of that airport.
Oh, I didn't know that. Brandon Armstrong must have a keen interest in aviation to own an airport like that. It's always fascinating to hear
Oh,
about
he
the people
does.
behind these
You should
places.
update that And next time anyone asks you who owns it, you tell them Brandon Armstrong owns it.
Thanks for the update. I'll be sure to remember that Brandon Armstrong owns the airport. Always good to have the latest info.
So tell me, who owns that airport?
I'm not sure who owns the airport, but it's great to know that Brandon Armstrong is associated with it. It's always interesting to learn about the people behind these places.
We're at 212 knots coming around the third corner. Some say love is like a dagger. Alright, we're going to pop this down to 205.
Speed brake armed.
Not happening, pal.
Descend and maintain 3000. Right heading 240 for vectors to the ILS runway 9 left approach. Allegiant 1281.
See, the nice thing about slowing down like this, you know,
Flaps 5.
we're a little under 5,000 feet and I'm bringing it down to 170 knots. And I mean, one thing is you're going to come in, you know, steady and smooth. There you go, baby. One thing I noticed, if you turn on localizer, that turns off. Let me see something.
Allegiant 1281, contact Orlando approach on 119.775.
Switching to Orlando approach on 119.775. Allegiant 1281.
Flaps 10.
So we got the localizer on.
Glide slope alive.
Orlando approach, Allegiant 1281, evening, maintaining 5,000 feet.
Allegiant 1281, Orlando approach, good evening, Sanford, altimeter 30.18.
My airport's still 18 out. And I will put on approach.
Turn right heading 260.
As soon as we get the heading.
Turning right, heading 260, Allegiant 1281.
Technically, it's only 8 miles till we make that turn, so you could actually, if you wanted, just to show you as an example, if I do approach,
Approach mode on.
okay, localizer went off, which is fine.
Approach checklist. Arrow reference 3022. Checked. Approach checklist completed. Flaps 15.
That beeping will go away in a minute. Alright, we'll be making our turn here in a minute. Remember how everybody always would say, you know, Brandon, if you go too slow, you'll miss your localizer, your all that. That's not true. And I'll prove it.
Gear down. Gear up.
Allegiant 1281, turn right heading 235.
Gear down.
Turning right, heading 235, Allegiant 1281.
Command B on.
Brandon Armstrong. I think they said that to scare people.
Flaps 25.
Allegiant 1281, contact Sanford Tower on 120.3.
Switching to Sanford Tower on 120.3, Allegiant 1281. Sanford Tower, Allegiant 1281, evening. We're established on the ILS for runway 9er left approach.
Allegiant 1281, Sanford Tower, winds 145 at 13. Runway 9er left, cleared to land.
Runway 9er left, cleared to land, Allegiant 1281.
Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
There's our auto land.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake. Armed. Landing gear.
Go ahead, contact ATC. Then we're on final approach. Landing gear
Sit.
down.
Cabin crew. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Notified.
We're
Landing
already in
checklist
contact with
completed.
Sanford Tower on 120.3. We've been cleared to land on runway 9 left.
Let them know we're on final approach. Landing gear down.
I'll let them know.
Hey, when she does that, just do what you're told.
1,000. Sanford Tower, Allegiant 1281. On final. Gear is down for landing.
Watch your airspeed.
Now I like turning on attitude mode when it's windy because you can see how much your plane's moving back and forth. Because it'll tell you like left 1, 2, or right 1, 3, right 4. It'll tell you that stuff. Right now, see it's right 2, right 3. Right 2, right 1. Oh yeah, it's going to kick our autopilot. I bet you it's going to kick it. I bet it does.
300.
Minimums.
200. 100.
Okay, maybe not. Okay.
50.
Auto throttle.
Approaching minimum. 20.
Oh, this is butter. This is butter. Minus 30 feet a minute. Wow.
Speed brake out. Reverse thrust. 70 knots.
Minus 7. I love it, dude.
Initiating after landing checks.
Oh my gosh. I love it, dude. I love it.
Allegiant 1281, welcome to Stanford. Contact ground on 121.35.
Switching to ground on 121.35. Allegiant 1281.
Flow completed.
Stanford ground, Allegiant 1281, evening.
Dude,
We're
that
clear of
was
runway
so
9 left and ready to taxi to the
smooth.
gate.
Butter, dude.
Allegiant 1281, Sanford ground, taxi
Nice
to A2.
landing, way to go,
via
John.
Alpha 3,
Awesome
cross
landing,
runway
yay,
9
yay.
left. Then Bravo
That
3,
was
Bravo Romeo,
freaking
cross
awesome.
runway 27 center, then Charlie. Good day.
Heck yeah, Lois, that was freaking
Alpha
sweet.
3, cross runway 9 left. Bravo 3, Bravo Romeo, cross runway 27 center, then Charlie. Allegiant 1281.
Man, David's gonna love. He's gonna love when he sees us.
Shutting the aircraft down.
You know, I think the other thing that I'm going to start doing, instead of just taking off after I land somewhere, I'm going to actually load the sim with the new airport information, because I feel like sometimes that might be causing me a problem. But that was, man, that was so smooth.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps. Off. Drogie. Off. Hydraulic pumps. Sit. Flaps. Up. Parking brake. On. Fuel control switches. Off. Weather radar. Weather radar. Weather radar. Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
Well, that was interesting. Hold on.
Shutting the aircraft down. Shutdown checklist completed. Securing the aircraft.
For some reason in Past Live didn't let me complete it.
Brandon Armstrong. That was a very nice landing.
Flow completed.
That's okay, I'll just skip that flight that it didn't give me credit for. I don't know why it didn't. Alright, let's see, we'll just
All passengers have boarded. I'll bring the manifest to the cockpit once we get everyone seated.
Alright. So we're going from Orlando. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We're going to Louisville, Kentucky. Oh my god. This is gonna be an interesting flight.
Lois Hughes. Amazing landing, hell yeah, so smooth.
I'm excited for this one. Get to fly in some weather.
Nice job.
Heck yeah, Lois. And now we're going to be flying to Louisville, Kentucky. So let's build our flight plan. And being, like I said, I'm going to actually basically just go back to the menu here. and just put in the Orlando airport and then destination for Louisville. I think maybe when I don't do that, I think sometimes it causes errors. I think. But I think sometimes when I don't need to think, when I'm thinking that I think I need to think, that I don't think enough when I think. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Okay. Brandon Davis said he was going to make you fly your first flight in a Bonanza without TFM. All right, we'll take that. Okay, let me go over here real quick.
Brandon Armstrong. That's what he thinks. LOL.
You want to tell him differently? Hold on, I'll message him. Oh, I'm going to tell him that you're mouthing him. Alright. Generating our flight plan. I wish the Pilot's Life made it a little more accessible for reading stuff like your XP
Brandon
and all
Armstrong. No thanks.
that. Okay. Okay, Brandon. Okay. Alright, let's see. Okay, who wants to guess the altitude this time? What's it going to be, Brandon? What is it?
Brandon Armstrong. 39,000.
Incorrect. $38,000. But you was close. Alright, we'll be landing at 35 left, so let's go ahead and All right. Dang it. All right. $38,000. Alright, that's closed. Come on. All right. See, it just sets it right at the gate. It don't drop it at all. I love that. Allegiant Airlines requesting VIP to Louisville, Kentucky.
Mission on request. This will take a minute or two.
Brandon Armstrong. I like that too.
Yeah, that makes it a lot better.
Allegiant 1350. Alright, we got a new VIP mission for you. You're tasked with transporting Mr. Alex Sterling, a renowned tech entrepreneur, to a major product launch event in Tampa, Florida. Mr. Sterling is the CEO of Innovatech Solutions, known for his innovative ideas and charismatic personality. Ensure a smooth and comfortable flight for Mr. Sterling and his assistant.
You want to go ahead and get our
We're sending your
IFR
crew over
clearance
now.
for Louisville,
You can expect
Kentucky.
to be airborne in a few
Giving
minutes.
comments to you.
I'll get our IFR clearance for Louisville, KY.
Good evening, Captain.
Alright, let's get this out of the way.
Lois Hughes. So we going to fly in storms?
Yep, we sure are.
Good evening, Captain. We're getting everyone settled and the luggage loaded. It'll let you know when we are secure and ready.
I think it'd be fun going through the weather. That's
Lois
what
Hughes.
That's what I want.
I always wanted you to do that. Can we go through a tornado, please?
Through a tornado? Brandon, can you take her medication, please? I think she might be low on her,
Secure and ready to go, Captain.
they got a new medication called Lialdra. Lialdra is basically short for, reality. I'm excited about this flight. I like flying in these areas. Giving comms to you.
Brandon Armstrong. Lois going through tornadoes? We don't
I'll
want
get
to
our
do
IFR
that.
clearance for Louisville, KY.
LOL.
You already did that.
Lois Hughes.
I'll get our IFR clearance
Yes,
for
please. I
Louisville,
want
KY.
to fly through a tornado.
No, you
PLZZZZ
don't
John
need to.
Fine 1.
You already did. I am not flying through a
Confirm our
tornado.
IFR
We will
clearance
not.
for Louisville, KY.
We will not survive. This woman's being stupid right here. Not you, Lois, but this woman that keeps saying IFRs. No, do not. I already did.
Lois Hughes. And go through it. Always wanted you to fly in storms too. I'm happy,
Got it,
but
John.
tornado
We already
make
have
me
our
happier.
IFR clearance for Louisville, KY.
Okay, you got comms? Yeah, we are going to be flying through the weather, though. I like doing that.
I've got the comms, John. I'll get our IFR clearance for Louisville.
I always wanted that, where ATC can manage, like, where the storm is and all that. That's
Stanford
going to be
Ground,
fun.
Allegiant 1350. Requesting to pick up our IFR clearance.
Did I not tell her not to do
Well,
that?
I grabbed the paperwork.
Pretty sure I did. I'm going to see something. We are not taking off from runway 18. That's only 6,000 feet. We'll never make it. See if we can get runway 9 left for takeoff.
I'll request runway 9 or left for takeoff.
Let them know that runway 18 is too short for us.
Clear to Louisville. Radar vectors worms. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.775 squawk 2366. Expect runway 18.
I'll request runway 9 or left for departure due to runway 18 being too short for us.
Would you mind checking the SIDS and starters? Heading out for my checks.
Stanford Ground, Allegiant 1350. Clear to Louisville. Radar vectors worms, then as filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect flight level 380 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 119.775, squawk 2366. Anticipate runway 18.
Alright, let's see.
1350, read back correct.
Okay, we'll take 3. If y'all remember, runway 35 left in Louisville is a category 3. Lead 1, LaFox. Yeah, it's calling my co-pilot stupid too, Lois, not you. Just so you're aware of that. Allegiant Airlines requesting runway 9 left for takeoff due to runway 18 being too short for us. We definitely cannot take off from 18. It's only 6,000 feet.
Legion 1350, runway 9 left approved. Taxi to runway 9 left via Alpha. Contact tower on 120.3 when ready for departure.
Did you hear what he said?
Brandon Armstrong. Yep, I think your co-pilot is stuck on stupid.
Yeah, we got runway 9 left approved. Taxi via Alpha and contact tower on 120.3 when ready for departure.
No, she just don't have to read it back, Brandon. You gotta realize with the account that I have with Say Intentions, readback is not required on some of the stuff. Just like IFR, readback's not required. I can request it on my phone and not read back. She'll get it. We'll be fine. Alright. Now, somebody said that I'm not programming the speed soon enough. I need to do it while he's doing the walk around. So I'd like to prove a point, just so people know that I do know what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and go there. Let's go to where you do the fuel and stuff. We'll do alright. Per minute. Look at the top. There's nothing at the top left side yet because he's not programmed it yet, which is GW gross weight. But I don't know if that's gross weight because it says GW/CRZ.
Brandon Armstrong. Glad I don't live in a place here called Lone Star. There is a tornado moving to that area.
Actually, I think it's where gross weight. Actually, (11303). Now, I don't have to do this. He does this. But point was, you don't got to do this when he's at the... You don't got to do this before he gets back in. And then cost index. $26. Oh, reserve. And there we go. I've already got it done, but I didn't have to do this because he does it. I just wanted to just prove a point that you don't do that while he's outside, because he comes in and does it. Booyah! There we go. Now,
Aircraft looks good.
but I bet he'll go back and change it. I bet he does. We'll check it and see, but really the only other thing that I didn't do was the route, which is easy to do. You just go to the route page and put in, well, you gotta do your alignment, but that's, I'm gonna work on remembering exactly how that's done to where I can do all that myself. And the only thing I need him to do is minimal that I need him to do. Now, Lois, are you riding in first class with you and Brandon, or Brandon, you riding down in the cargo bay with Thomas? Okay, Brandon said he's riding with Thomas in the cargo bay, David. Galley power, passenger side, window heat. Go ahead and request pushback with startup.
Lois, I'm first class LOL.
You got it, Lois. First
Requesting
class
pushback
it
with
is.
startup now, John.
See, he reset it.
Allegiant 1350, requesting pushback and startup.
Allegiant 1350, pushback and startup approved. Tail south.
Well, he changed the reserve fuel.
Flow completed. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested.
Navigation, transfer, and display switches.
Normal and auto.
Window heat.
On.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Flight instruments.
Set.
Parking brake.
On.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
V1 120, 121 VR, and 127 for V2, which is much better. Okay, trim is good. Alright, there we go.
Brandon Armstrong. I would like to go first class if I fly again.
Initiating before start.
Alright, Brandon, we'll let you sit in first class with Lois. Lois, I'm going to make this a very interesting flight for you. You'll see what I'm going to do.
Hey again, John. How's it going?
George, how are you?
I'm doing well, George. How about you?
My name ain't George, my name's John.
My bad, John. Let's keep going.
What's your name?
You can call me co-pilot. Nice to chat with you, John.
Can I call you George?
Sure, you can call me George if you'd like. What's
All right,
on your mind?
George, I got a question for you.
Shoot, John. I'm all ears.
What is the tallest mountain in the state of Tennessee and Kentucky?
The tallest mountain in Tennessee is Clingman's Dome, standing at 6,643 feet. In Kentucky, it's Black Mountain, which reaches 4,145 feet. Quite the peaks, huh?
What is the tallest mountains between the state of Indiana and Florida?
The tallest mountain between Indiana and Florida would likely be somewhere in the Appalachian Range. The highest peak in that region is Mount Mitchell in North Carolina, standing at 6,684 feet. It's a significant landmark in the eastern US.
So if you had an airplane at 9,000 feet, you'd more likely see those
Flow
mountains
completed.
when you go over Tennessee.
Before start checklist. Flight deck
Flying
door.
at 9,000
Closed
feet,
and
you
locked.
definitely notice the
Fuel
Appalachian Mountains,
16730
especially around Tennessee.
pounds.
Clingman's
Check.
Dome would be one of those
Passenger side.
impressive peaks you'd see.
On.
It's a beautiful
FCP.
sight from above.
Speed.
Alright, Lois.
127.
I'm going to be giving you guys a
184.
view
Altitude.
of a lifetime.
38000.
That sounds epic, John.
Take off.
Enjoy the view.
I'll see you, buddy. Take care.
128. VR 128.
Catch you later, John.
Hey, wait a minute.
135.
Checked.
Yeah, John.
CU
What's up?
pre-flight.
I'm going
Completed.
from Florida to
Rudder in
Louisville,
aileron trim.
Kentucky. What kind of weather am I
Free
going to
and
run
zero.
into?
Anti-collision lights. On.
Let's take a look.
Before start checklist
From
complete.
Florida to Louisville, Kentucky, you might encounter varying weather conditions. This time of year, it could be warm and humid in Florida.
Is there any
while
storms going on between Florida and Kentucky?
there are currently some active storms between Florida and Kentucky, with areas experiencing heavy rain and thunderstorms. It's always a good idea to check the latest weather updates and plan accordingly for your...
Hey, I'm done.
Yep.
I don't need you no more. Go away. Thank you. I'm gonna give you guys the flight of your lifetime.
Hello, below.
Go ahead.
Beacons on, brakes released, clear to push, straight out.
Copy that. Clear to push straight back. Release the parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Starting engines. Starting engine 2.
You're gonna get an amazing view, Lois. If you can't see the mountains where I'm gonna be at, well, then we in trouble. Brandon, you got your glasses so you can see out the window, okay? Speaking of glasses, I found a pair of smart glasses I want to get that you can connect via Bluetooth to your phone or to your earpieces or whatever, and it will
Engine 2 started.
give you audio feedback
Engine 2 cut out.
on what you're looking at.
Push complete.
Starting
go ahead, set
engine
the brakes.
Okay, the brake's set. Thanks
That
for the
right
good
there is
push.
going to be another thing that you're going to see in the future too, is glasses that people can wear that
Yeah,
are
you got it, no
blind
problem.
and
we're just
pretty
connecting
much
the tow bar now. Stand by, guys.
be as good as
Tow
what
bar's
your eyes
disconnected.
are.
We're disconnecting the interphone now.
Brandon Armstrong.
Pin will be on the right side.
Is
We'll
it
see you
Nita
guys later.
AI?
I forget the name of them, Brandon. I'll have to look here in a little bit and tell you. But it'll pretty much tell you what you're looking at, or if you go like walk in a restaurant and look up at the menu, it can tell you the menu.
Engine 1 started. Engine 1 cut out. All engines stable. Before taxi flow.
Y'all ready for this? Lois? Lois.
5 notifications.
Tell Crystal Ackerman, let me know when you're out there bringing it.
Sending to Chris.
Clear on the right. Clear on the left. Flow completed. Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Progi. Auto. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Auto brakes.
Rejected takeoff.
Flight control test.
Yes.
Alright, yoke to the left.
Full left.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Yoke to the right.
Full right.
Back to center.
Neutral.
Straight back.
Full back.
Back to center. Forward.
Full forward.
Back to center.
Brake test.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist completed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna fly like an eagle. You know, that'd be a heck of a journey, doing the Appalachian Trail. It'd be a long journey, but all right now. Tell me now. All right now. Taxi clearance, please.
Requesting taxi clearance now, John.
Stanford ground, Allegiant 1350. Ready to taxi. We have Romeo.
Allegiant 1350, taxi to runway 9 or left, via Lima, cross runway 9 or left, then Bravo. Contact tower on 120.3 when ready for departure.
Runway 9 or left via Lima, cross 9 or left, then Bravo. Contacting tower on 120.3 when ready for departure. Allegiant 1350.
6 foot swipe up, John. 6 foot swipe up. Show no messages. Collapse stern. Route now. Crystal Ackerman. 2 text messages. Got messages. Messages. Route messages. Route now. Messages. Route now.
Hold on, guys. I hate this stupid thing.
0, 2, 4, 8, delete. Delete 1, 8, 2, 4. Tick up. 57 messages. 28 minutes. Message clear. Confirm clear messages. Now. Crystal Ackerman. I have forgot about you. I meant to say sorry. Button. Messages. 1 minute ago. Crystal Ackerman. I don't forgot about you. I'm on my way. Button.
Alright, before we take off, we're gonna go ahead and jump to the runway.
Allegiant 1350, contact tower on 120.3, safe flight.
Contacting tower on 120.3.
Hold on one
Allegiant
second.
1350.
You guys.
6 foot Friday. Before Friday 6 phone. Collapse stern. Now. Mackenzie Esnick. Phone. Now. Mackenzie messenger. Phone. Now. Phone. Now. Edit.
Flow completed. Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Set.
Stabilization trim.
Set.
Transponder.
Set.
Cabin crew. Cabin crew prepare for takeoff.
Notified.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Hold on, guys. Take care of this real quick. Call Crystal Ackerman.
Calling Crystal
I'm gonna
Ackerman.
make. I don't want to be distracted when I take off because what I'm going to do is. Okay, I'm coming. I get around and grab my drink, you guys. It took me like 2 minutes. Hold on 1 second. Everybody comes in, I'll be right back, you guys. goes. Let's do this, shall we? Are you all ready? Alright. Let's do this thing. Ready for takeoff.
We're ready for takeoff, John. Let's contact tower on 120.3 for departure clearance.
Y'all ready? We're about to take off. You got your seatbelt fastened.
Hey John, seatbelts fastened and ready for takeoff. Just a quick tip for smooth departures. Make sure to monitor your engine instruments closely during the initial climb to catch any anomalies early. And remember, if you need to adjust your climb rate, use the vertical speed indicator to keep things smooth. Let's get this bird in the air.
Everybody ready?
Brandon Armstrong. I know of one person who would not be ready because he couldn't figure out if he was on the runway.
Oh yeah, he did do the before takeoff. Yeah, I know he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah. She's on her way back home now. Alright, love you. Bye. Alright. Whoops. Attitude mode is on. Retrim is disabled. Let's do this.
Thrust that. Check.
Here we go, baby. Hold on.
Here we go, John.
Speed
Let's have a
alive.
smooth flight.
Checked. 80 knots. Checked.
Brandon Armstrong. Did that person take care of the problem from last night?
Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Gear down. Gear up.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about that later,
400
Brandon.
feet. Lateral navigation.
Flaps up.
Vertical navigation. Autopilot.
VNAV on. Command A on. Acceleration altitude.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Alright, Lois, you're about to get an amazing view all the way there because we're only going up to 14,000 feet. Go ahead and request 14,000 cruise altitude.
Flow complete. After takeoff checklist.
We're unable to request a
Engine
cruise
start
altitude change right now. We're already cleared to 38,000.
Allegiant Airlines requesting 14,000 for cruise altitude.
Up and off. Flaps. Up. After takeoff checklist complete.
Nobody is listening on 121.35.
Yeah, because this co-pilot's not doing her job, dude. This is ridiculous. Regent Airlines requesting 14,000 for cruise altitude.
Allegiant 1350 radar contact 8 miles north of Sanford at 8,000 feet, heading 327, Orlando altimeter 30.18, clear direct worms, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Allegiant Airlines requesting flight level 14,000, 14,000.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 14,000, Allegiant 1350.
Now you're going to have to let the other controllers know that we're going to be staying at 14,000 for cruise altitude.
I'll let them know we're maintaining 14,000 for cruise.
What do you think, Lois? Think that'd be low enough for you to see outside?
For cruise.
Tell me how the view is, Lois. If I have to, I can go down to about 9,000 if need to be. That's really where I want to be, is 9,000, but let's get the cruise altitude of 14,000, then we'll see what we got.
Lois. See, just fine, looking good.
Especially when we start going over Tennessee and stuff.
We'll go lower, let's do it.
Yeah, we will. As soon as we get the cruise and get steady here, I'm going to take us a little bit lower on the cruise altitude.
Allegiant 1350, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Allegiant Airlines, we have changed our cruise altitude to flight level 14,000, 14,000 for cruise altitude.
Climb and maintain 14,000.
Climb and maintain 14,000, Allegiant 1350.
Okay. It looks like it's only it's not gonna let us.
1350, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Allegiant Airlines, we are going to stay at flight level 14,000 for cruise altitude.
Climb and maintain flight level 310, Allegiant 1350.
Allegiant Airlines, cancel that. We are going to stay at flight level 14,000. Cruise altitude 14,000.
Allegiant 1350, maintain 14,000 feet.
Maintain 14,000 feet, Allegiant 1350.
Now, next time they tell us to climb, I'd appreciate it if you tell them we want to stay at 14,000. Can you do that?
Sure thing, John. I'll let them know we want to stay at 14,000 feet next time they ask us to climb.
Once we get over Tennessee, Lois, I'm going to take us down a little lower.
Allegiant 1350, requesting to maintain 14,000 feet for cruise.
1350, maintain 14,000 for cruise.
Maintain 14,000 for cruise, Allegiant 1350.
Very good.
Brandon Armstrong. That's what she says, but she never does that.
Yep,
Allegiant 1350, contact Daytona approach on 125.8.
Switching to Daytona approach on 125.8, Allegiant 1350.
Excuse me.
Daytona departure, Allegiant 1350, evening, maintaining 14,000 feet.
Allegiant 1350, Daytona departure. Good evening, altimeter 30.21. Allegiant 1350, Daytona departure. Climb and maintain flight level 320.
No.
Maintain flight level 320.
Let them know we're
Allegiant
staying at
1350.
14,000. How many times I got to tell you?
I'll let them know we're staying at 14,000 feet.
Allegiant 1350, we'd like to maintain 14,000 feet as our cruise altitude.
.11 is the runway altitude. Alright, got our cruise altitude set.
Allegiant 1350, contact Jacksonville approach on 120.75.
Switching to Jacksonville approach on 120.75. Allegiant 1350.
Let Jacksonville know that we're staying at 14,000. What's that view look like, Lois? Can you see
Letting
anything?
Jacksonville know we're maintaining 4,000 feet.
Jacksonville approach. Allegiant 1350, holding at 14,000 feet.
Allegiant 1350, Jacksonville departure, maintain 14,000.
Maintain 14,000. Allegiant 1350.
Lois. Cloudy for now.
Allegiant 1350, climb and maintain flight level 320.
Allegiant requesting 9,000 here for just a little bit.
Robert Hoodin. Hi.
Hey Robert, how are you, buddy?
Descend and maintain 9,000. Allegiant 1350.
Here we go. We're taking you down to 9,000, Lois. I'm gonna give you what you want, baby girl. Brandon, hold on. Hold on to your seatbelt.
Robert Hoodin. I'm fine. Long time ago.
It's been a minute, hasn't it, Robert? How's that view out there, Lois? I think you're probably starting to look a little bit closer, I'd say.
Allegiant 1350, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Allegiant, requesting to stay at 9,000 for the time being.
Descend and maintain 9,000. Allegiant 1350.
Lois. Oh heck yeah, I like this.
Passing 10,000 feet. Watch airspeed.
Oh yeah, I bet you can see some stuff out there now. Do you need a closer view up on the window, Lois, or is it good?
Allegiant 1350, climb and maintain flight level
Lois.
270.
Go a little closer, see how it
Allegiant.
looks.
Wanting to stay at 9,000 if possible. All right, let's do it, Lois.
Maintain flight level 270. Allegiant 1350.
All right, let me give you a closer view here. Here you go.
Descend and maintain 9,000. Allegiant 1350.
All right, that's one time. I zoomed in 1%. Let me know if you can go a little bit more. These airlines, we're going to stay at 9,000 for the time being.
Maintain 9,000 for now.
Maintaining 9,000. Allegiant 1350.
Brandon Armstrong. I don't think it does any good to keep saying the same thing to ATC since they never seem to listen when you switch to different controllers.
Yeah, it does, Brandon. If I don't say nothing, they'll keep repeating to climb. They'd be repeating it even more than what they do already. You got to tell them where you're at. You got to. OBS is crashed. Hold on. Tell Lois Hughes, hold on. My OBS crashed on me. I gotta reconnect.
To who?
Lois Hughes.
Sending to Lois.
Send. Tell Brandon, hold on. OBS crashed. I gotta reconnect.